Hello and welcome back to the Champions League Challenge on Football Manager 2022, where we are currently in charge of Steaua Bucharest in the top tier of Romania. Now, since last episode, we played quite a few games and we've also made a few signings and sold a few players as well. So we'll start with the signings, and the first signing that we've made since last episode, I mentioned him in the last episode actually, it's Goran Lonsha. He's a right back, Serbian national right back, and he looks pretty good. The coach rating is currently 3.5 stars, potential of 5 stars. He's only 22. You can see all of his attributes are increasing. He's got pretty decent physicals. His mentals aren't too bad either, and then technical wise, he's improving. So a pretty decent signing, I think, at right back. And we've also made another loan signing and another centre back signed on loan. Nemanja Novakovic, another Serbian national. He is on loan from FK Vojvodina, being brought in for a bit more depth at centre-back. You can see he's got pretty decent, the key technical attributes that a centre-back requires of heading, marking and tackling. His physicals are pretty good as well. He's 3-star rated at the moment, potential of up to 5 stars, but I imagine he won't reach that level with us. But he's as I said, been brought in as a depth option at centre-back. And one of the reasons that he was brought in at centre-back is because Wallace, who has been a bit unhappy at the fact that I don't see him as a first-team regular anymore, he has gone out on loan to FC Buzău. They are paying £2,600 per month, I believe. Just have a look at his contract just to make sure we get this all right. Yeah, £475 per week is what they're paying, and then they're paying a monthly fee of £230, and that's if he plays or not, for the duration of the loan. So he's loaned out for the entirety of the season. I was trying to sell him. Nobody wanted him. FC Buzău got him on loan. And then the final outgoing is Nick. He's gone on loan to Timok. This is my fault completely. I didn't realise that we'd reached the maximum limit of foreign players allowed to register in the Romanian Liga 1 as we signed Novakovic. He was, of course, non-EU. Was he non-EU? Yeah, he must be non-EU. Serbian, yeah, non-EU. So Nick is the player that I've had to sacrifice, basically. He's getting on a bit. He's not as good as he was. 2.5-star rating. We've got plenty of left-backs in the squad, so he's gone out on loan to Timok, and we'll see where he's at when he comes back. Now, in terms of the matches that we've played since the last episode, we of course started the season with a 1-0 defeat to Universitatea Craiova, and then off camera we faced Universitatea Craiova again at home this time, and we managed a 2-1 victory. Stefan Drogici opened the scoring for us, getting the scoreline back on level terms with a wonderful free kick on the 40th minute, and then Vinia got himself sent off for Universitatea Craiova, which changed the game for us. We initially made a tactical change to a 4-1-3-1-2 formation. That didn't really change things. So we changed it again with 15 minutes left to a 4-4-2 wide diamond formation. Brought Huiban on for Badea and moved him up front as a target forward alongside Mediop as a poacher, and shifted to attacking mentality. And then it was Mediop and Huiban who combined to get us a very late winner and get us our first victory of the season. As I said, a 2-1 victory. Very nicely done. We followed that up with a home game against Cfr Cluj. Now, Universitatea Craiova and Cfr Cluj are two of the better teams. I think they were predicted to finish in the top 3, both of them, this season before the season started. And we managed another surprising victory against Cluj. It was Halep who got the goal in this one. We were on the back foot all game, and then Halep came on as a sub and he scored with 3 minutes of normal time left. We then had an away game against Gazmetan Medias. We took the lead through Mediop, but that was disallowed because it was offside. And then Susnjar with an excellent finish to get us the lead eventually on the 40th minute, an assist by Mediop, but that didn't last very long, as in the 59th minute Balau equalised for Gazmetan, and then we couldn't get a winner. It was a very evenly matched game, and a draw was probably a fair result. And then finally, the game we've just played against Farrell Constanța. Again, a very even match. We've had lots of chances in all these games so far this season. It was just a penalty that consigned us to defeat in this one. Kasap scoring it on the 64th minute, unfortunately for us. But it's been a decent start to the season. And here is the league table as it stands currently. We are 9th in the table, just one place above Dynamo Bucharest, but we do have a game in hand on them. We've got 7 points, of victory in our first game today, which is against 8th place Chindia Targoviste, will take us above them and possibly all the way up into 6th place. I think our other game this episode is going to be against Sepsi as well, who are in 7th. Just double check that. Yes, it is. So we're playing against 7th and 8th So very big games in this episode. So this is the lineup that we're going to go with for the first of today's 2 games against Chindia Targoviste. We have Tomaniga in goal, Razvan Anea at right back, Vincenzo de Sommer alongside Andre Moldovan in central defence with Paul Capacci at left back, Julian Badea and Jeremy Van Mullum in centre midfield with Stefan Dragici on the right wing, Emilian Passinel in attacking centre midfield, Jovan Mitrovic on the left wing and Dinsiu Halep up front. We have no substitute goalkeeper today because our backup keeper is out injured, so let's hope nothing happens to Tomaniga. We're playing our usual tactical style of the custom-made one that we made. We'll change that if we need to during the course of the game, but hopefully this will be a good enough side to get us something against Chindia. We've been quite good at home this season, so hopefully that can continue. So first chance of the game, it looks like it's going to be to Targoviste. It's a ball into the box. It's a bit too far though. Dumita's going to collect it for them. Pulls that back to Negut. And we nearly win the ball back, but we don't. Asamoah now with the ball for Targoviste. Gives it to Kapusa. Kapusa down this right-hand side, trying to beat his man. Gets a ball in. Negut's there with a header, and that's just wide from Negut. Not the best of starts from us. And another chance for Chindia. Asamoah with the free kick towards Kapusa. The keeper's come out. The referee has blown his whistle. And is this a penalty? He's checking for a penalty. And it's been given... Oh. Negut steps up with the penalty and he puts that away. It's 1-0 to Chindia Targoviste. Terrible, terrible start from us. We've not really got going at all in this one. Throw in. Capacci finds Mitrovic. Now Passinel. Capacci with the ball in. Dragici's there! And Dragici has got us back on level terms. What a finish from him. I made a few tactical tweaks to make us just play with the ball a bit more slowly. I reduced the tempo from higher to slightly higher, I think I did. Probably just easier to show you. So I've moved the tempo down to slightly lower from higher and then slow pace down when the goalkeeper's in possession as well. That's the 2 tactical changes that I made ahead of that equalising goal. Not sure if that's why we equalised, but we'll see. It's Badea with the ball out wide to Onea. Now Dragici. Ball into the box from him. Jules has headed it away, but Capacci's going to get it. He's got an assist already today. Finds Van Mullum in the centre of the field. And we're keeping the ball well. Badea with a shot, and it's just over the bar from him. Onea with the throw-in just inside the opposition's half. Looking for Dragici, but that's intercepted by the header from the Chindia player. And Velisar's coming forward down this left-hand side for them now. Has to stop his run and come back to Jakob, the central defender for Chindia today. He's just taking his time. Finds Asamoah. Now Pambu. Back to Jakob. Asamoah once more. Ari Papel, as they're moving into more advanced position in our half. It's Nikula running forward with the ball. Nikula with the shot, and it's just over the bar from him. Badea moving forward with it in the centre of midfield, and that's terrible passing once again from us. We just love giving the ball away to Chindia today so far. Ball forward, looking for Dumita. Dumita heads it on to Ari Papel. Dumita should not have won that header. There was 3 of our players around him. Dumita's got the ball once more. Plays it back to Asamoah. And he's had to play it all the way back to the centre-back Jakob, but I'm sure they're going to come forward once more with it. It's Velisar. Back to Jakob. Plays it across to Dulce, his central defensive partner. And those two just passing it amongst themselves. Now Velisar. Forward to Ari Papel. Ari Papel in a bit of space. Finds Dumita. And it's 2-1. But is it onside? Andre Dumita with the finish. We're going to go to VAR. And it's been given. It is 2-1 to Chindia Targoviste. I think it might be time for a couple of changes for us. Mitrovic has been looking pretty poor at left wing. And Halep isn't doing too well either. So we are going to take Mitrovic off. I'm going to bring Claudio Donos on. And then we'll switch Passinel to left wing. And Donos can play in the centre of attacking midfield. And then we're going to take Dinsiu Halep off. And bring on Mediop up front. We'll confirm those changes there. So just about 60 minutes played. We're 2-1 down, which isn't too bad. We have had some chances in this game. We just need one more to get that equalising goal. Okay, we're going to make another tactical change. There is a highlight for Chindia Targoviste as I've just paused it. They've got a free kick in a dangerous position. They could possibly be about to go 3-1 up. But we're going to move Donos out to the left side of attacking midfield. Passinel's going to partner Mediop up front now. And we're going to put him as a target forward on support. And should we put Mediop as the target forward? I think we'll put Mediop as the target forward on support, and then Passinel can be the poacher on attack. And we'll see how this gets us going for the last 10 minutes of the game. As I said, opportunity straight away. Asamoah with the free kick plays it across to Silviu along the ground and back to Kapusa in defence. And they're just going to build it up slowly. Asamoah is still in plenty of space on the left-hand side if anyone wanted to find him, but he's come back inside now as Velasar has the ball. Now Jakob to Asamoah. Rocha to Ari Papel. Back to Rocha in a bit of space. He got past the defensive line there, but he's turned back. And now it's Silviu in the centre of the field. Finds a bit of space. It's a good save from Tomaniga. And that is a corner for Chindia. So that's it. It's full time. We didn't have the opportunity to equalise. Again, it wasn't really a close game. We had a few chances, but we probably deserved to lose that one in the end. 2-1 victory for Chindia, Targoviste. So that result leaves us stuck in 9th place in the table. A few teams below us with games in hand. We could find ourselves a bit lower down the table by the end of this game week. But it's been an alright start for us this season. 7 points from 6. When you're expected to finish bottom of the league isn't too bad. So here we are for the second of today's matches against Sepsi OSK, and you can see that we have dropped down to 10th in the league. We've been overtaken by our city rivals Steaua Bucharest. They are 1 point ahead of us with a game played extra than us. Again, if we win, we can climb the table up to 7th, but it's going to be a struggle against Sepsi. You can see Sepsi in the season preview, are expected to finish 4th. We are now expected to finish 15th. We were originally 16th, but Cfr Cluj must be having a pretty poor time of it. We're going to make a slight tactical tweak for this game. We're going to drop Burel into defensive midfield to Passinel makes way for him because, of course, we haven't got an attacking centre midfielder today. I also want to take Dimsu Halep off the field as he's not being too great. So we'll bring on Mediop for him. And then we'll bring Marko Siznyar back into the squad for Jovan Mitrovic at left wing as well. So just those few changes. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to immediately, though, get the goalkeeper to slow the pace down and reduce our tempo. I've had to do this in a few games so far, and it's helped. So I'm going to try and do it from the off in this game against Sepsi. So Tomaniga with the goal kick. Long towards Mediop. He wins it, I think. It was very difficult to see. It might have been the defender that won it, actually, as Sepsi now have the ball. It's Buziuk. Plays that back to Stefanescu. Now Grigore. Back to Stefanescu. Forward to Nistor. Be good if we could win the ball high up the field here, but it's not looking likely as Ninaj has the ball moving forward with it now, and he's not being challenged. He's made it all the way into our half, the centre-back. Now Borbut has it on the right-hand side. Good tackle from Marko Siznyar. Can we get on the counter-attack now? Siznyar with the ball on the left-hand side. You can tell the excitement in my voice when we have the ball compared to when they have it. Mediop with a nice pass to Badea. And he plays it out wide right to Dragici, who's in a bit of space. And finds Unea in even more space. Now Mediop's got it. Through ball from him to Siznyar. Van Mullem's there with a shot, and it's just over the bar from Jeremy Van Mullem. Well-worked move there for us, though. But Sepsi have a corner now. Borbut takes it. Chunchikov, is that his name? Chunchikov with the header over the bar. Still getting the grips with all these pronunciations. It's Unea with the ball at right back. Now Dragici. Plays that back inside to Razvan Unea. Van Mullem now to Mediop. Nice pass from him to Badea. Dragici's on the right-hand side. He finds him. Dragici now finds Badea again. Ball at the back post for Siznyar. Siznyar gets it in. Mediop's there. Mediop scores. It's 1-0. It's his first goal of the season. Marko Siznyar with the ball across, and Mediop with a beautiful finish, and Steaua are 1-0 up away from home against Sepsi. With Dragici with an excellent pass to Badea. Badea with a ball to the back post for Siznyar. Siznyar with a chest to control and one touch to cross it for Mediop to get the first time finish into the back of the net. Sepsi with a throw in on the right hand side. It's Gusu. Finds Nistor. Now Matilu to Kapatina. Back to Gusu, the original throw-in taker, and a bit of space on the right hand side. He's been closed down well, but Nistor's got it now. Back to Gusu. Trunchikov's there with a header this time, and it's just over the bar from Trunchikov. He looks very dangerous in the air. It's the second time so far that we've seen him header the ball just over the top of the goal. Couple of warning shots from Trunchikov. Borbut on the right hand side. Now Gusu running down the right still. Gusu looking to get a ball into the box. Plays it back to Borbut. Plays it back to Gusu. Now Nistor, short passing on this right hand side, looking for an opportunity to get a ball in. Nistor does. Buziuk's there, and Alexandru Buziuk has smashed that past Tomaniga, and it is 1-1. It's his first goal of the season, and Sepsi are level just before half time as well. It was Guzu who had plenty of touches of the ball on the right hand side. He finally finds Nistor, who plays a ball along the ground to Buziuk, who takes a touch and then spins and fires it past Tomaniga to get the equaliser. Badea. Can we have one last chance before half time? It's Burel. Plays out all the way back to the goalkeeper, Tomaniga. Now Moldovan's got it at centre-back. Ball forward, looking for Mediop. Mediop doesn't win it though. Ninaj does, and Buziok can come forward with it. Ball over the top to Trunchikov. Trunchikov this time chips the keeper, and that is a stunning goal for Svetlin Trunchikov to give Sepsi the lead for the first time in this game. In first half injury time, they've turned the game around. Mediop with a missed header. Buziok with a beautiful ball over the top of our two centre-backs. And Trunchikov, he's missed a couple of headers so far today, but he was not missing that one with that excellent dink of a finish past Tomaniga. And we're going to go in at the break, 2-1 down. Free kick for Sepsi, looking to get a 2-goal advantage. It's Barbutte with the free kick. Plays it short to Buziok. Back to Barbutte, who's not being closed down. Barbutte to Mathieu. Mathieu back to Barbutte. Barbutte with a shot, and it's just over the bar from him. The well-worked free kick routine from Sepsi. Definitely one from the training ground, but it didn't have an end product for them. We're going to make a change at the back. Vincenzo de Sommer's on a 6.4, not doing well. Nemanja Novakovic is going to come on for him. Jeremy Van Mullen, I think I want to take him off as well in centre midfield. He's on a yellow card. He's on a 6.5, not doing too great. Stefan Passinel can come on for him. And then elsewhere, I'm a little bit tempted to go a bit more attacking. So we're going to take Burrell off and we're going to bring Donos on. All 3 changes being made. 71 minutes gone. So we'll see how this goes. Tomaniga with the goal kick. This could be our last opportunity of the game, or it could be another opportunity for Sepsi. It's Sepsi with the ball from that goal kick. Dumitrescu plays it forward, but Kapachi intercepts nicely. Now we just need to make sure we keep the ball. Moldovan with a long ball forward. That's not what I had in mind. When I said keep the ball, I meant to play it to a player that's in the same coloured shirt as you, Moldovan, not the man in red, as the men in red do come forward now. Trunchikov, Badea with a good tackle, but it falls to Buziok, and Buziok's running down this left-hand side now. Pulls it back to Florescu, back to Buziok, and Florescu's got it again. Out wide to Stefanescu this time. Dragici with a wild challenge, and he's getting sent off, isn't he? Oh, Dragici, what are you playing at? Fortunately, Donos can play at right wing, so that's the obvious change to make. Unea with the throw-in. We're into injury time. It'd be great if we could keep the ball here and possibly have an opportunity with one less man than Sepsi have, but Tomaniga is going to launch this and we're probably going to lose the ball. No, we're not. Mediop, the defender missed it. Mediop with a chance. Mediop with the goal. Mediop with his second goal of the season, and we have somehow drawn it back level despite having one less man than Sepsi. Tomaniga was not confident about his long balls. He's played some terrible ones, all of our defence have, but Dumitrescu just missed that ball completely. Mediop through on goal and smashes it past the keeper, and we are somehow 2-2 away from home against Sepsi, and I think that is going to be the full-time scoreline. Indeed it is. There's the full-time whistle. It's a 2-2 draw. What a result. 2 goals for Mediop today. It's his first 2 goals of the season, and it's an amazing result for Steaua. And that result is enough to move us back above Dynamo Bucharest into 9th place, just 1 place below Sepsi, but they do, of course, have a game in hand on us. So 8 points from our opening 7 games, and we're off to an okay start. It's, as I said, we're expected to get relegated this season, so anything better than that, it's a bonus. So looking ahead to the next episode, and I think we're going to come back, as long as the matches don't change around or anything, we don't have any postponements, for the Dynamo Bucharest, Rapid Bucharest double that we've got going on in December. We play them back to back, and it's the first time we've played against either side, so it'll be a very interesting time indeed. But that means off camera we're going to play against Politehnica Timisoara, Universitatea Cluj, FCU Craiova, FCSB, our 5th round Romanian Cup tie, UTE Arid and Voluntari. So quite a few games to play off camera, but we will be back for the 2 Bucharest games in the next episode. But that is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.